We're back for our second broadcast of MLB the Show. Nathan Baliva with you here for the Peoria Chiefs. Patrick Walker playing the game. He's at the controls. We thank you for joining us. This broadcast presented by CEFCU. Big thanks to our longtime partners at CEFCU here throughout Central Illinois. A big, important part of this community. Big thanks to CEFCU for presenting this broadcast as our partner once again in 2020. We've got the Cardinals, we've got the Reds, and we are ready for some baseball, and we need it to get going. And today we've got St. Louis 1-0, Cincinnati 0-1, and we're calling it a course here at Dozer Park. We've got our lineups presented by Interstate Battery. Those lineups for you: Colton Wong at second, former Chief Tommy Edmond in left, Paul Goldschmidt's at first. Then we got former Chiefs. We had fun with the lineups yet again. Dylan Carlson's in right, Nolan Gorman's at third, Paul DeYoung at short, Andrew Kisner catching, Harrison Bader in center field, and the pitching matchup, Miles Michaelis against Luis Castillo. What a year Castillo had for the Reds last year, going 15-8. So there's your lineup presented by Interstate Battery. Now we've got our first pitch of the game. That's presented by Dick's Sporting Goods throughout 2020 as Colton Wong digs in. He had a big day in Game 1, couple of hits, including a leadoff double. And the first pitch of today's game is on the outside corner for a called strike one. So that gets us underway with Colton Wong and an 0-1 count from Castillo. Had a spectacular 15-win season. Wong hits this ball in the air towards center field. That is playable there. For the Reds, Winker, and there's one down. Reds in the outfield, Castellanos in left, Winker's in center, Aquino is in right, Suarez at third, Galvis at short, Moustakas at second, Votto at first, and Barnhart behind the plate. That's the defense for the Cincinnati Reds here in this second game of the season. The pitch to Tommy Edmond. He went deep in Game 1. That is popped towards third base, foul territory for Suarez, and he gets to it, makes the catch. Nice play by Suarez for the second out of the inning, brings up Paul Goldschmidt. 2 quick outs for Castillo, and a swing and a miss here for Goldschmidt for strike one. Goldschmidt had 1 hit and 4 at-bats in the first contest, and now he takes to even the count 1 ball and 1 strike. The delivery home, that is swung on, driven in the air towards left field. Castellanos coming in, he's underneath and makes the catch. And the Cardinals go in order in the top of the first, which will take us to the bottom of the first inning. This game presented by CEFCU here for the Peoria Chiefs. Check out all of our social media at Peoria Chiefs on Twitter, at Peoria Chiefs on Instagram, Facebook.com/Peoria Chiefs, and on YouTube at The Peoria Chiefs. Miles Michaelis on the hill, 32 starts last year, 9-14, an ERA just north of 4. He went 184 innings deep in 2019. He gets it going, and will do so against Nick Castellanos. First pitch to Castellanos is a swing and a miss for strike one. Jesse Winker on deck as our hardy strikeout batter in today's lineup. Castellanos with the 0-1 delivery from Michaelis is a swing and a miss, strike two. Quickly out in front of the Reds left fielder here. 1-2-3 top of the first for the Cardinals. Now the Reds. Castellanos, Winker, and Votto, and the pitch is a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. For the Reds, Castellanos behind that one for that first out. And that brings up our hardy strikeout batter, Jesse Winker. If he strikes out once in a row, wins free hardies. If he strikes out twice today, an entire section will win, and 3 strikeouts. Everybody here at Dozer Park will win free hardies, and Winker takes 4-1. So 1-0 the count here for Jesse Winker. The pitch is a swing and a miss, strike two, puts him right on the edge, and that free Hardee's handout. The 0-2 on the way. That is chopped right at the plate. He just got a piece of that. The 0-2 from the Cardinals right-hander. That's a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts, and our Hardee strikeout batter goes down swinging. That means free Hardee's for everybody today in section 105. Row 11 winning some free Hardee's here today. The third batter up is Joey Votto. He takes for strike one, 0-1. Votto hit .261 last year with 15 homers, a little down from his normal production over what has been just a spectacular career in Cincinnati. And this ball is fouled down the right field line for strike two. Michaelis looking for the 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2 delivery. That's hit on the ground to second base. The Gold Glover Wong has got it over to first in time. And a 1-2-3 frame sends us into the second inning scoreless here today. Don't forget, throughout the entire 2020 season, when we have fireworks, we're also going to have our Uftring Auto Group Hero of the Game. We'll honor local Central Illinois military heroes on the field in between innings. We'll do that on all of the fireworks nights. There's a bunch of Sundays that are in there as well for some of those afternoons for the Uftring Auto Group Hero of the Game. The former Chief Dylan Carlson leads off the second. Switch hitter bats from the left side and foul ball for strike one. And a hit in the opener, 1 out of 4 in that contest. And he takes this one to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on the fastball. The 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. He's our Illinois Lottery leadoff batter here this inning. Make sure you check out Illinois Lottery online while you're sheltering at home here at the end of March. And the pitch is outside for a fastball 2-2. And into April as well. Check out IllinoisLottery.com. The pitch is hit on the ground to second base. Moustakis is there for it. And there's one down. That'll bring up Nolan Gorman. Gorman was with the Chiefs last year, and then he was part of a City Link moving on up. He got moved up to Palm Beach, and now we've got him in this lineup for St. Louis. Third baseman homered in the opener. Pops this one down the left field line. Suarez is over. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down, so 2 quick outs here in the second to bring up another former Chief in Paul DeYoung. DeYoung played with the Chiefs in 2015. Hits a ground ball towards second base. Moustakis has that one, and it's over to first in a 1-2-3 inning, which will run us to the bottom of the second inning. Big thanks to Chiefs partner Julie 811. Their sponsor on Dig Deep Play of the Game in 2020. Don't forget, before you dig, call Julie. Julie 811. A big partner of the Peoria Chiefs. Leading off the bottom of the second inning is Suarez. Suarez went deep in the first inning of game 1. The Reds Cardinals, and he takes that one off speed for strike one. Brings up the 0-1 from Michaelis. That pitch is fouled out of play for strike 2. Edmund, Bader, Carlson in the outfield for the Cardinals. Gorman, DeYoung, Wong, and Goldschmidt around the infield. Kisner catching, and this pitch is hit on the ground to Nolan Gorman. The former Chiefs got it over to first base. Goldschmidt applies the tag, and there's one down here in the second inning in a scoreless ball game. You see that defense for the Cardinals. And standing in is Mike Moustakis. He was our Hardee strikeout batter in game 1 this year. Struck out twice. Puts the ball down the first baseline. Foul here for strike 1. So 0-1. The pitch is fouled out of play for strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. That is Hit on the ground to second. Wong was on the outfield grass. A little bit of a shift on. He'll make the play here. And get the second out of the inning. Brings up Aquino. He had a great year in 2019, both in AAA Louisville and in Cincinnati. The pitch, he swings and fouls it back. He had 29 homers, make that 28 homers in AAA in 78 games, 19 homers in Cincinnati. So he closed in on 50 overall in the campaign, as did Suarez in the 0-2 to him. Here's a swing, and he got a piece of it to stay alive at 0-2. Michaelis tries to finish him off here. The 0-2 pitch. He'll do exactly that. Went off speed, gets the strikeout, and ends the inning a 1-2-3 frame for Michaelis as we head to the third. Culver's is the sponsor of Homer's Kids Club here in 2020. That's a new sponsorship onto the Kids Club. Go online, PeoriaChiefs.com. You can get a Kids Club membership for all those kids 12 and under, $25. We'll get you 6 undated vouchers to Chiefs games. You'll get a membership card, a whole bunch of other goodies. We'll have a party eventually at the ballpark with some players. Homer's birthday party's in there as Kisner fouls it back for strike one. Got some goodies from Culver's too, so big thanks to Culver's for sponsoring Homer's Kids Club here in 2020. And the 0-1 to Kisner is a strike. It's 0-2. Kisner, 1 out of 4 in the opener. And the pitch to him here is outside and high for a ball, and it's 1-2. It's the Chiefs catcher in 2017, Andrew Kisner, and the pitch is fouled out of play. A couple of big league home runs last year, had 12 for Memphis as well. The pitch to him here is hit out towards right field. Aquino is on the move towards right center, and in will make the catch for the first out. And that brings former Chiefs center fielder Harrison Bader to the plate. Been a Gold Glove finalist in his major league stint. Was with the Chiefs in 2015 out of the University of Florida. And he takes a strike. Had a brief appearance with State College before joining us in early July 2015 on the same day as the Young, and he rips this ball into left field. That's a base hit. First hit of the game for either team, and it belongs to Harrison Bader coming here in the third. 6 more of those. We'll have our 7-hit promotion presented by Hucks for a coupon for a random row. And here's Michaelis laying down a bunt. Sacrifice is successful. Otto will take that to the bag, and down to second in the scoring position is Bader to turn the lineup over to Colton Wong. Wong throw out to center field. His first time up in this ball game. Runner on second with 2 down, and he drives this ball out to right field. Aquino is there. Will make the catch. So 1 hit, but 1 left on. For the Cardinals, we go bottom 3 in this broadcast presented by CEFCU. A lot of local restaurants and fast food joints are open, so make sure you check those out. You get your food delivery ordered at home. Big shout out to A&W Long John Silver's, also to Jimmy John's, Portillo's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Taco Bell, the Hungry Moose. Already mentioned Culver's as well, all among Peoria Chiefs sponsors and partners in 2020, so make sure you get all your food ordered from those places while you're sheltering at home. Had some Portillo's here myself over the weekend. Pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Some Buffalo Wild Wings on tap as well, and I think maybe Jimmy John's will be for lunch tomorrow. Get it all covered. A big thank you to all of our Chief sponsors as Freddie Galvis takes the hook. It's 0-2. 3 strikeouts so far for Michaelis in this contest. He is ready to pitch home for Freddie Galvis. That's a fastball, just missed. A little low for a ball, 1-2. Right-hander out of the windup. Brings it home, and that's fouled out of play. The 1-2 here in the third, and that's popped out towards the seats and will keep Galvis alive. Pitch, curveball, and he stays alive just barely once again. A battle here between Michaelis and Galvis to start the bottom of the third inning. No score in the contest, and the ball is driven down the right field line. That is hooking foul into the seats. The pitch home, that's fouled out of play again. Galvis from the left side. The pitch from Michaelis. That's a called strike 3. Got him with the fastball. Galvis thought it was high. Did not get the call there. And the strikeout brings Tucker Barnhart to the plate. The delivery. That's a strike. Barnhart hitless in the opener. Did reach on an error in that ball game. And a big swing and a miss here. He falls behind 0-2. Reds looking for their first base runner of the ball game. It's 7 up, 7 down, and that ball just missed off the plate. Called a ball. And it's 1-2. Michaelis out of the windup. Brings it home. The pitch is swung on, hit down the left field line, and that ball tails foul into the stands. So again, the 1-2 out of the windup. Chopped at the plate. On the curveballs, Barnhart stays alive with the pitcher Castillo on deck, and then the inning keeps going on to the top of the order. And Castellanos, another big curveball that just missed again. Couple pretty close pitches. Not going Michaelis' way here in the bottom of the third. And the 2-2 delivery home. That is hit down the left field line. Edman on the run over, and he can't get to it in time. It's down for a base hit. And Barnhart safe at first with the Reds' first hit of the game. He went with the inside-out swing and placed that one perfectly down the left field line. Edman got over there, cut it off, make sure it didn't get to the corner. But it's a base hit with 1 down, brings up Castillo. He's going to try to bunt, pops it up, and that landed in the lap of Kisner. That ball caught Kisner more than Kisner caught it. Either way, failed sacrifice, and there's now 2 down with a runner on first for Castellanos, who struck out swinging back in the first inning. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Castellanos spent last year with Detroit and then Chicago. He was traded to the NL Central in the middle of the summer. Drives this ball down the right field line. That's trouble. That's a fair ball. Carlson over to dig it out. Having a little bit of trouble getting it in right away, but it will hold the runner at third. And it's second and third. Barnhart didn't get the greatest of jumps, going even with 2 outs. It's 2 outs, 2 on, as Castellanos, who's just a doubles machine in his major league career, delivered the double there. The pitch to Winker, a hardy strikeout batter, is just off the corner. He's ready again. Winker struck out in the first, and now he takes another strike. Hardy strikeout batter. Got free Hardys for everybody in 105. Row 11. See if he can win more Hardys for an entire section here. He's trying to drive in a run. Pitch is swung on. That is hit up the middle. Over to cut it off is Bader, but it's going to play a pair. The throw in towards second is not in time. He gets in there safely. Does Winker, plating 2. And the Reds lead 2-0. That went back up the middle and brought home both Barnhart and Castellanos. And now it's Votto with 2 on, 2 in, 2 in, 2 out, and a runner on second. Pitch. On the way home for Michaelis. Votto is fouled out of play, and it's 0-2. And 2 now for Votto. Runner on second, 2 down. The pitch is swung on. That's driven into the outfield. Hitting the bag at third and ready to come home is Winker. The throw goes to second, and out there is Votto. The run does score, though. On the RBI single by Votto. He's thrown out Bader to DeYoung to Wong. It's a 3-run, 4-hit frame for the Reds. They lead 3-0. After 3 on this broadcast presented by CEFCU. We'll go straight to the top of the 4th, which will be led off by Tommy Edman. He popped up foul territory. To third base his first time up today. And the pitch to him here is driven out towards left field. Left center, and there is Winker to make the catch, 1 down. So 1 up, 1 down, brings up Paul Goldschmidt here. Goldschmidt drives this first pitch down the left field line. That will head towards the corner. It's cut off, and Goldschmidt will stop at first base with the single. Second hit of the game. They've both been 1-out hits in each of the last 2 innings. One by Bader, now one by Goldschmidt. And here is Dylan Carlson down 3-zip. Carlson has been all of 2017 in Peoria, part of 2018. He drives this ball out to right center field. Aquino going back. It's going to get over his head and to the wall. Heading to third is Goldschmidt. Stopping at second with the double is Carlson with the extra base hit. After giving up 3, the Cardinals come right back to start this inning. A 1-out single, then a double as that got up over Aquino. And here is Nolan Gorman. Gorman with runners at second and third. Ready to go, and now he's got an 0-1 delivery. 2 on, 1 out. Looking to get the Cardinals on the board. It's fouled out of play. Gorman at 10 home runs in a Chiefs uniform last year. And a handful of them in August of 2018 as well. And drives this ball foul down the first baseline. 0-2. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Castillo, and 2 down here in the 4th. Which will bring another former Chief to the dish. Paul DeYoung ready to go, and the first pitch to him is swung on. That's driven down the third baseline. That is a fair ball. It's headed for the corner. It'll plate both Goldschmidt, and it will also plate Dylan Carlson for the 2-run double, or RBI for RLI. And it's Paul DeYoung, who played at Illinois State, then with the Chiefs in 2015, and he delivers that 2-run double. It's 3-2 now for Andrew Kisner. He fouls it out of play. DeYoung did not have a chance to dig for a Buffalo Wild Wings triple on that play, but he did deliver the 2-run double. And the pitch to DeYoung is hit on the ground, left side, charging in Suarez, can't make the play. Throws home, and it goes back to third, could not make the play on that, and it's ruled as an infield hit for Kisner. Tried to barehand and throw at the same time, couldn't make the play, and it's first and third for Harrison Bader. Pitch to Bader. That's in there for a strike. And the changeup, and it's 0-1. Tying run at third. 2 outs here in the fourth. Pitch for Bader is fouled out of play. Straight back for strike 2. Four hits in the inning now. The pitch to Bader hit on the ground. Let's make it 5. Suarez won't be able to get anybody out on that one as it gets right past him and into left field. Tie ball game on the RBI single for Harrison Bader. His second hit of the day. Just past Suarez down the third baseline. That brings Michaelis to the dish. In a 3-3 ball game, 2 on, 2 outs. Chance for the pitcher to help himself here in the top of the fourth. And he takes the high fastball call to strike. Former Texas Ranger got an 0-1 count, and that pitch is low for a ball, 1-1. Castillo's run into some trouble here in this inning. He got 2 hits, then got a second out. This ball's flared towards right, and that'll get through. A base hit for the pitcher, the throw home, and the runners retreat. And the bases are now loaded. That is the 6th hit of the inning. It's the 7th hit of the game, and that means that all the fans down in section 112, row number 3, win a coupon for a Hucks. The 7th hit of the game. Congrats to all those fans. And now it's Wong with the bases loaded, and he takes a fastball upstairs. Called a strike though, and it's 0-1. Bases full, 2 outs, and a tie ball game. Pitch to Wong is fouled back. 4th straight hit. 6th hit this inning. Now it's up to Colton Wong, and he takes outside this time for ball 1. Edman on deck. Edman started the inning. The fly out to center, and then the hit parade began. Pitch is swung on. That's driven out towards right field. That's a base hit. It's going to plate 1. And St. Louis on top 4-3 on the RBI single for Colton Wong. Base is still loaded now for Tommy Edman. Edman began this inning with a fly out to center. And this pitch fouled off of the mask of Tucker Barnhart. So strike 1. 0-1. Pitch is inside for a ball. A couple candidates in this inning for our Julie 811 Dig Deep play of the game. Got a pair of hits now too for Harrison Bader. And they get the inside track on that Pekin Insurance player of the game. A pair of hits and an RBI. And the pitch is outside. Now 1-2 on Tommy Edman. One, 2 count. Pitch. That is outside. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Castillo looked like he thought he had strike 3. It's 2-2. The pitch home. That he just got a piece of to stay alive. Two and two, bases full, 2 outs for Edman here. 4-3. St. Louis lead and a swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one and got the strikeout. But it's a 4-run frame for St. Louis to re-grab the lead as they put 7 hits on the board in the inning. And it's 4-3. Make sure you go online, check out PeoriaChiefs.com. You can get all your news and information there. You can also order merchandise, whether it's NL Rio for our Copa games, Peoria Chiefs merchandise, hats, shirts, sweatshirts, all sorts of goodies, men's, women's, kids sizes. Go on Peoria Chiefs and click on the shop drop down and get all your Chiefs merchandise while you're shopping at home. This game is presented by CEFCU. Big thanks again to CEFCU, and it's 4-3, bottom 4 to Suarez. The pitch driven out towards right field and foul out of play. Suarez grounded out to third base his first time up, and there's a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Well, strikeout number 5 on the day for Michaelis. Jack Flaherty struck out 9 in the opener. Game 2 of this young MLB the Show 2020 season. And here's a ground ball up the middle. DeYoung over to get to it on the first base side of second. He throws out Moustakas on that ground ball. And that brings Aquino to the plate with 2 down, and he fouls off the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Another foul ball flared this time down the right field line. So quick 0-2 count from Michaelis. And another foul ball. Out of the windup, 1 out here in the 4th. That pitch just missed on the curveball. Now it's 1-2. Already over 50 pitches thrown for Michaelis. Working here into the 4th inning. There's a ground ball into right field, past the diving Colton Wong, and a base knock. Aquino delivers in front of Freddie Galvis. First pitch to Galvis, that is a curveball low. And it's 1-0. Galvis, a strikeout victim, his first time up today. And he takes a strike here, 1-1. Joined the Reds last season, did Galvis. A couple different franchises, the Phillies, the Blue Jays. And he's got a 1-2 count here in the 4th inning. Runner on first and 2 outs. Drives the ball to right field. Carlson on the move, and he gets there to make the catch. And in the 4th inning, which now takes us into the 5th and a 4-3. Cardinals lead on this game and broadcast presented by CEFCU. Big thanks to our travel partners this year, Peoria Charter Coach, and also our hotel here in Peoria, Quality Inn. Big thanks to both of those companies. They've been very flexible with us here at the beginning of the April, end of March scenario where we usually get rolling. So big thanks to Peoria Charter Coach and Quality Inn. And there's a pitch to Goldschmidt to even it up 1-1. They're coming into Peoria for a weekend. Check out the Quality Inn out on Brandywine. A swing and a miss here for Goldschmidt. They will definitely take care of you out at the Quality Inn. Pitch home is flared down the first base line. Votto is over, and they'll make the catch. 1 out here in the 5th. Now we get to a couple of former Chiefs here, and Dylan Carlson and Nolan Gorman here in the 5th inning. Carlson, they ground out his first time up. Got an 0-1 count here. He's 1 for 2 today. Scored a run in that 4-run 4th inning and pulls this one over to first base. Votto will pick it up and take it to the bag himself. So 2 quick outs, both over to Votto. Brings up Nolan Gorman. He's 0 for 2. They pop up and a strikeout, and 0-1 the count here on that foul ball. The Arizona native ready at the dish, and he takes outside 1-1. And that changeup. The 1-1 pitch. That's it on the ground to second base. Moustakas has it over to first in a 1-2-3 frame. 4-3 lead for St. Louis. The Humana Silver Sluggers Club. Can check that out. Our Silver Sluggers Nights comes up on Tuesdays throughout the season. Once we get rolling, and big thanks to Humana for once again this year sponsoring our Silver Sluggers program with the Peoria Chiefs. Ready to start the bottom of the fifth is Tucker Barnhart. And he takes a strike. Barnhart has a base hit and has scored a run in this contest. And he takes upstairs now 1-1. Barnhart drives this ball towards short on the ground. DeYoung's got it over to first in time to get the fifth inning underway. A 6-3 ground out. Ready to go is the pinch hitter, Travis Jankowski. So Castillo's day's over. Jankowski gets into one out towards right field, and that ball is foul. He thought he had it. It was definitely home run distance, but just did hook it foul. And now he takes the high strike 0-2. Pitch home. That's a called strike 3. He took it looking. Strikeout number 6. And there's 2 down. Nice pitch there for Michaelis, and Jankowski was frozen. Here's Castellanos.
Nope. Ball 1.
Big 2-run double in the 3rd inning for Castellanos. Struck out in the 1st. He's also scored a run today. And he takes the curveball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 the count. Michaelis brings it home. Foul back for strike 2. Offering home. That is driven towards right field, and another base hit for Castellanos. Carlson gets it back in quickly. It's a base knock. And it brings Winker to the plate, our hardy strikeout batter. He has struck out once so far today. And he takes that one. 1-0. Pitch home for Michaelis. Is fouled out of play down the left field line. 1-1. Runner leads off first. That's Castellanos. And the pitch. That ball's hit on the ground towards right field. Past the diving Wong. And through to Carlson as well. Back-to-back hits. The Reds put the tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th. With 2 outs for the always dangerous Joey Votto. Votto takes a strike right at the knees. 0-1. Got up to second base his first time up. A single thrown out trying to get the second on that play to end the 3-run 3rd. And now he's in an 0-2 hole. The pitch home. That is fouled out of play. Just went after it and got a piece of it. 0-2. Pitch is swung on. A line drive out towards center. Bader comes in and makes the catch to end the 5th. So, pair of 2-out singles, but no damage done. That'll send us into the 6th inning and a 1-run ball game on this broadcast presented by CEFCU. And a pitching change. It's Jose De Leon. He threw 1 inning in the opener. He's going to check in here for the Reds. Make his 2nd appearance of this young season. And the first pitch to Paul DeYoung is in there for a strike. 0-1 to DeYoung. Came through with a big hit last time up. Fouls it off for strike 2. So 0-2 on DeYoung. Here in the top of the 6th inning in a 1-run ball game.
Outside, that's the ball.
That's outside 1-2. Pitch home. That's outside 2-2. DeYoung, part of that 4-run 4th inning, had 7 hits. Get a hit, RBI, run scored, fouls this one out of play. This one is driven towards third base, up with it. Suarez over to first in time. So there's one down to start the 6th inning, and that brings Kisner to the plate. He's 1 for 2. And in that 4-run 4th, he singled and he scored a run. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Iglesias and Stevenson both getting ready in the Cincinnati bullpen. And the 0-1 on the way. That is down and in for a ball. Now 1-1. Pitch from De Leon is swung on, driven out towards right field. Aquino on the move over. That ball is going to go down into the corner for a single. And Kisner gets his 2nd hit of the contest. Now he's aboard. And it looks like we're going to get action going in the St. Louis bullpen as well. John Brebbia starts to get loose. And here's Harrison Bader. Pitcher spot on deck. Bader lines it right at the shortstop. Suarez makes the leaping catch. Excuse me, that's Galvis. Leaping catch there. And back to first base in time. It was Kisner. You see the hops for Galvis. That brings Michaelis to the plate. So no pinch hitter. He's going to hit for himself. He had a base hit last time up and fouls this one out of play. The 0-1. That pitch is driven out towards right center field, and that ball's going to get down for a base hit. Winker cut it off. And Michaelis has got a pair of hits. Now 1st and 2nd.
Nope.
For Wong. Wong's got a base hit and 3 at-bats today. In fact, he's got the go-ahead RBI in this one. Drives the ball out to the outfield, and that ball will get down. Hitting the bag at 3rd and coming around is Kisner. Moving over to 3rd is Michaelis, and that'll add another run. And an RBI for RLI. As Colton Wong delivers again, and it's 5-3 with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And Wong's driven in a pair on the day.
0-1's the count.
Edman. He struck out with the bases loaded to end the 4th. 0 for 3 today, and behind 0-1 here with 2 on. The top of the 6th inning, and the pitch. That's inside. One and 1. Home run in the opener for Edman. He hits this ball on the ground to 2nd. Moustakis has got it over to 1st in time. That'll win the top of the 6th. 1 run on the board. But a pair left on, and it's 5-3 in favor of the Cardinals heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. This broadcast presented by CEFCU. When you come out to Dozer Park this year, you'll see Coca-Cola is a new partner of the Peoria Chiefs. We'll have Coca-Cola products at all the concession stands. Some new look concession stands as well. You'll see that at the ballpark throughout 2020. Proud new partners of Coca-Cola. First pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning to Suarez. That is outside corner, strike 1. Oh, and 1. Pitch is driven out towards left field. That ball is hooking foul. Suarez went deep in the opener. Hit 49 last year. Michaelis delivers the pitch home. That ball's driven out towards left field and down for a base hit in front of Edman. We got action in the bullpen. Let's see when that might come into play. If Michaelis can get through this inning. He pitches here in the 6th. It was Brebbia warming up in the bullpen when Michaelis' spot was due up to hit in the top of the inning. He hit for himself, got a base hit. And now he's got an 0-2 count here on Moustakas. The 0-2, that ball is driven foul down the first baseline. The pitch here is swung on. That's driven past the diving Wong and into right field. The runner started for third and then threw on the brakes and back into second. So there's 2 on now for Aquino. Michaelis 82 pitches and delivers a strike with his 83rd. Pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
For Aquino, that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's 1 out of 2 today. Struck out his first time up as he fouls this one off for strike 2. The pitch from Michaelis is a swing and a miss. Aquino strikes out this time as well. Strikeout number 7 on the day for Miles Michaelis. We'll bring Freddie Galvis to the plate with 2 on. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th in a 2-run game. The tying runs aboard. The pitch is driven out towards left field, down for a base hit. Edman cuts it off. His throw is going to go towards third. They will get the out there. The run scores. It's a 5-4 ball game. So while 1 run scores, there is an out at third base on the play. So now 2 down. The tying run on first instead of having 1 out in first and third or first and second. And a ground ball hit towards Wong. Over to first in time will end the inning. So a big out on the base pass on the throw from Edman through to third base. And it's 5-4 after 6 innings here today. Big shout out to some of our new partners with the Peoria Chiefs this year. Peerless Finch Group is one of those you'll hear on broadcast throughout the year. Hungry Moose as well. You can check them out up on Sterling. They've got carryout available. Interstate Battery. When Papa Shot moving into downtown Peoria. And big thanks to those new partners with us in 2020. And can't wait to check out all that Papa Shot as we start this 7th inning with a fly ball to left field for the first out on our broadcast presented by CEFCU. 1 out, and here is Gorman getting things rolling, and he'll drive the ball out towards center field, playable there for Winker. And there's 2 quick outs in the top of the 7th on flyouts to left and a flyout to center in this frame, and now it's Gorman to drive the ball out to right center field. This ball was down, and it's going to get through to the wall for Gorman. He had a home run in the opener, a big round of second, but he didn't go after the Buffalo Wild Wings triple there. He'll settle for the double and an extra base hit on this one. And Gorman uses that power and drives the double into right center field, and we're going to get a pitching change and a double switch. It is Rizal Iglesias coming into the contest. So he'll take over on the mound. Senzo will come in for Freddie Galvis, the other part of that double switch. Iglesias threw 2 innings in the opener. And now with 2 outs and a runner on second, he faces DeYoung, 1 pitch, and gets a line out to Suarez. So Iglesias gets out of the 7th, sends us to the 7th inning stretch. And a 5-4 ball game on this broadcast. Brought to you by CEFCU. And a pitching change. John Brebbia comes into the contest, made 66 appearances last year, a 3-4 record, 13 holds, had an ERA of 3.59. as he finishes his warm-up tosses. And here in the 7th, he's going to face Nick Senzel, who just came in on that double switch. Oh, and 1 from the bottom of the 7th, and a pitch popped up over towards first, and there is Goldschmidt, 1 down. And that'll bring up Castellanos, 2 for 3 today. Scored a run, drove in a pair, and he takes a strike. And Brebbia out of the windup, brings it home again. And a foul ball for strike 2. Winker on deck in a 1-run game here in the 7th inning. Pitch is a swing and a miss. Castellanos down on strikes. First strikeout for Brebbia. That brings up our hardy strikeout batter, Jesse Winker. He struck out in the 1st inning. Winning free hardies for section 105, row 11. He strikes out this time. All of section 109 will win free hardies. And the 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 outs here in the 7th. Brebbia's pitch on the way home. That is just upstairs. One and 2. Pitch is a foul ball as he got a piece of that down the right field line. Another 1-2 offering from Brebbia to Winker. The pitch off speed, swing and a miss, strike 3. And there indeed is a Hardee's strikeout and free Hardee's coupons for section 109 on that second strikeout of the day by Winker. This broadcast presented by CEFCU. We head into the 8th inning and a 5-4 Cardinals lead here. Cardinals start action in the bullpen as lefty Jim Miller will get going. The lefty and Votto to lead off the 8th, and this ball is driven just down the third base line. Suarez can't make the play, and that'll be a base hit to start this inning for Kisner. He's had a very nice day at the plate. And it brings Bader to the plate. Kisner with 3 hits in the contest. He scored a couple times as well. He's at first. Bader drives the ball down the right field line. That is a foul ball. Pitcher spot on deck, so we should get a pinch hitter there. Pitch is inside, 1-1. Iglesias came in last inning. Finished off that inning as he got a line drive to third base from DeYoung, and now he's ahead of Bader 1-2 on the swing and a miss. Kisner at first. The pitch is a swing and a miss, and Bader down on strikes. So 1 out. Here in the 8th inning in a 1-run game, and we will get a pinch hitter. And it'll be Matt Carpenter. First appearance of the season for Carpenter. Hit .226 last year with 15 homers. 46 driven in. Cleveland knocks off Detroit today. The White Sox with a late lead over Kansas City. Diamondbacks behind former Cardinal Luke Weaver beat the Braves, and here's a foul ball, strike 1. For Carpenter. 0-1 for Iglesias home. The pitch is swung on. That ball's belted out towards right center field. Aquino and Winker going back. This ball is gone. An absolute no-doubter for Matt Carpenter. The pinch hit home run off Iglesias, who's frustrated with that changeup. And it was crushed by Carpenter, and it's 7-4. That'll be at $25 to our CEFCU Homers for Kids program. And this broadcast presented by CEFCU. And now they contribute as well. The CEFCU Homers for Kids. 425 feet, 108 miles an hour off the bat. for Carpenter, and it's 7-4. And here is Colton Long with 1 out in the 8th. And a foul ball towards the Cardinals dugout for strike 1. Pair of hits for Carpenter today, for Wong today. And the 0-1. That's in there for a strike. We need to get Wong on base, see if we can get a Jimmy John stolen base. Freaky fast and freaky fresh. 1 and 2 to count to him here. Wong had a double in the opener, 2 singles in this one. Run driven in, and he fouls this one off. 2 strikes on Wong, and the pitch is hit towards center. Winker moves over. He's there to make the catch. And there's 2 down now for Tommy Edman. Pitch. That's a changeup. It's in there for the ball. The pitch now to Edman. Went after a high one. Drives it out towards center. Winker is there for this one. And he'll make the catch to end the inning, but a pinch hit 2-run home run for Matt Carpenter. Gives the Cardinals a 7-4 lead after 7.5 on this broadcast presented by CEFCU. Make sure you check out all the Chiefs social media accounts as Andrew Miller comes into the game at Peoria Chiefs on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/Peoria Chiefs on Facebook. New account on TikTok at Peoria Chiefs, and also on YouTube, the Peoria Chiefs. As the first pitch of this inning is low for ball 1. We get the bottom of the 8th started from the new hurler Andrew Miller and the lefty. He was the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Votto. So he's in here to face the lefty in Votto. And the pitch misses for ball 2, and it's 2-1. Big insurance runs there in the top of the 8th on the home run by Carpenter. And here's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is a swing and a miss. He is down on strikes. Miller comes in and gets the lefty to get that strikeout. And there's another one. Big thanks to all of our doctors here in Central Illinois on National Doctors Day. They've been working overtime. All of our health professionals are. Big thanks to all of them at National Doctors Day. Can't say enough about what the health professionals have done over the last few weeks, especially here in Central Illinois throughout the community. So big thanks to all of them. And the 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. And Suarez down on strikes, 2 down here in the 8th. And we'll bring up Moustakis. And all of our partners as well, and all those agencies throughout. You'll see some Health Alliance home runs for life at the ballpark this year. And the pitch home. That is down and in. 1-1 to Moustakis with 2 outs in the 8th. Miller came in to go lefty, righty, lefty. He's got a pair of strikeouts thus far. And Moustakis fouls it out of play. The 1-2. Little foul ball straight back again. 2 outs in a 7-4 ball game. Pitch, swing and a miss. Gets that strikeout. A 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Miller, all on strikeouts. To win the 8th, a 7-4 Cardinals lead on this broadcast presented by CEFCU. Again, make sure you go online, PeoriaChiefs.com. You can get all sorts of Peoria Chiefs merchandise, t-shirts, some new Nike, new baby blue. Got plenty of hats in. Men's sizes and styles, women's sizes and styles, youth sizes and styles. There's a bunch of different opportunities to get involved the Chiefs merchandise. NL Rio on the Copa merchandise as well. We start the ninth. Robert Stevenson in for the Reds to take on Paul Goldschmidt. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Goldschmidt, Carlson, and Gorman here in the ninth is John Gant and Ryan Helsley both start to get loose in the Cardinals bullpen in a 3-run ball game. Goldschmidt takes outside. Pitch, swing and a miss.
Count 1 and 2.
It's now 1 and 2 for Goldschmidt. He's 1 for 4 on the day. And this pitch is driven down the left field line, and that ball is headed towards the corner, foul territory. Picked up there by Castellanos. Throw in, not in time, and Goldschmidt dives in head first with the 9th inning leadoff double, looking for more insurance. He got this ball just inside the bag and past Suarez and into the corner. So Goldschmidt with the double to bring up Dylan Carlson. First pitch to Carlson. That is flared out to left center field, down for a base hit. Goldschmidt hits the bag at third. He's coming home, and Carlson's got an RBI base knock. Make it 8-4. Reds led this game 3-0 after 3. Now 8-4 for the Cardinals with nobody out in the top of the 9th inning. And here is Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss for strike one. Ball gets away, but not far enough for Carlson to advance. Oh and 1. Pitch. The slider for a swing and a miss, strike two. Oh and 2. That pitch is hit down the right field line, foul and out of play. Gorman 1 for 4 in this ball game. This one goes all the way to the backstop. That'll move Carlson down to second into scoring position. And a wild pitch by Stevenson. So, extra run in scoring position. Insurance out there on the base paths. The 1-2, that's inside, 2-2. Pitch. That is a foul ball. 2-2 the count. Runner on second. The pitch is a swing and a miss. You check that, he got a piece of it, stays alive at 2-2. The runner on second. Pitch upstairs. This one's a swing and a miss. And down on strikes for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Paul DeYoung to the plate. He's got a pair of hits on the day. Double 2 RBI as well. The 1-0. That ball is swung on and driven towards center field. That'll get through. Carlson at third, coming around to score. And add on another run. It's 9-4. So Paul DeYoung delivers. 3 RBI on the day for DeYoung. That gives Wong, Goldschmidt, Carlson, DeYoung, Kisner, Bader, and Michaelis all 7 with multi-hit games. Here is Kisner already with a 3-hit day. 1 out in the 9th, and the pitch home. It's hit on the ground towards second. Rustakis to second for 1. On to first. That's a Portillo's double play to end the top of the 9th. Make sure you visit Portillo's here in Peoria. They've got an app as well. Order food for delivery or curbside pickup. the Portillo's double play. We go bottom 9 on this broadcast presented by CEFCU, and Aquino is going to lead it off. And we'll have a pitching change for the Cardinals. Former Chief Ryan Helsley, 2016 Chiefs ace, will get things started. The first pitch is driven out towards left center field. That ball is down. One hops off the wall as Bader gets to it. Gets it back in, but Aquino standing at second. The leadoff double in a 5-run ball game. Helsley was outstanding with the Chiefs back in 2016. The numbers that he was able to put up in a Chiefs uniform. So he went 10-2 in 17 starts with a 1.61 ERA, 95 innings, 109 strikeouts, 19 walks, posted a whip of 1.01. Made a start in the playoffs as well as this pitch sends the count to 1-2. He missed about a month in the middle of the season with an injury. Pitch is fouled down the right field line. Finished 5 innings shy of 100. So he was with us all season, but missed. And the pitch misses here 2-2. And he missed about 5 starts. The pitch is swung on, driven to right. Carlson is there to make the catch. Runner will not tag. Looking at 2016, Jake Woodford made 21 starts to lead the team, and then Helsley and Brendan Lateo both made 17, so he finished 13 innings behind Woodford, 15 innings behind Lateo, just shy of 100 in a Chiefs uniform, and it's 1-1 now to Barnhart. You need 100 to be eligible for league leaderboards and Chiefs franchise history record books for ERA and whip, or else he'd be in the top 5 in both of those categories, 5 innings shy. The pitch is swung on, driven to left field. Edman on the move into left center. He will get there to make the catch, battling the sun, and there's 2 down. Well, our Julie 811 dig deep play of the game. That's going to be the 2-run home run by Matt Carpenter today as this ball was flared out towards center field. And get down for the base knock. Coming home to score is Aquino, and it's 9-5. Now with a runner on first and 2 outs in the 9th, 9-5 for Castellanos. So our Julie 811 dig deep play of the game will be the pinch hit 2-run homer by Matt Carpenter that broke this game open from 5-4 to 7-4 and went 425 feet. The pitch is driven out towards left. There for it is Edman. This ball game is over. It's a 9-5 win. Our Pekin Insurance player of the game will be Paul DeYoung. Pair of hits for DeYoung. He drove in 3 runs. He had one of the 4 Cardinals doubles as Michaelis grabs the win. Brebbia with the hold. The Cardinals get the win. Big thanks to our sponsor, CEFCU, for presenting this rebroadcast of MLB the Show 20. The Cardinals win at 9-4. Patrick Walker, our stadium ops guy, on the controls playing the game. Nathan Baliva broadcasting. We'll have another game for you later in the week, possibly the Cardinals home opener. Let's take a look for that one, and we'll keep it rolling here on these Cardinals MLB the Show recreations presented by CEFCU. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out on all the social media at Peoria Chiefs and at PeoriaChiefs.com.